I never thought a simple envelope stuck to my door could flip my whole world upside down, but there it was. This fancy wedding invite, gold edges and all, announcing some couple's big day right in my backyard like it was public property or something. My heart skipped a beat as I read it twice, thinking it had to be a mix-up, but nope. My old family farmhouse in Brookhaven was listed as the spot for Emily Sinclair and Daniel Whitaker's vows in just 3 weeks. And me? Alex Harper, 38, architect back from the city to fix up my Grandma Margaret's place after she passed. I hadn't okayed any of this. Hadn't even heard of these people. It hit me like a cold splash of reality, stirring up this mix of confusion and rage that bubbled slow at first, then boiled over as I stood there on the porch, coffee forgotten, staring at the paper that basically claimed my home as theirs for the day. Grandma's house wasn't just bricks and mortar, it was 5 acres of history, her passion project with those wildflower gardens that used to win awards back in the day, now overgrown but full of memories, her as a botanist turning it into this private oasis away from the cookie-cutter suburbs creeping in. I'd taken leave from my Chicago job to honor her, patching the leaky roof, wrestling with finicky pipes, dreaming of bringing it back to life. And now this? Some strangers planning to waltz in with 200 guests? I dialed the number on the invite, heart pounding, and Emily picks up all bubbly. "Sinclair Whitaker wedding, how can I help?" I try to stay calm, explain the mix-up, but she brushes it off like I'm the caterer calling about napkins. "Oh, parking? We've got it sorted on Elm Street so your drive won't be blocked." "Blocked? Lady, this is my house." "No," I say, voice tightening. "You're using my private property without asking. I'm the owner, Alex Harper." Silence hangs heavy, then her tone shifts sharp. "This is absurd. I've paid the fee to the Brookhaven Preservation Society. It's all set. Your place is listed as a historic venue on their site." Historic venue? My blood runs hot. Grandma bought this land precisely to dodge the HOA next door. No way she'd sign it over for rentals. I hang up fuming, dive online, and there it is. Their slick website peddling my home as Harper Meadows' timeless charm for your special day, with sneaky photos of my gardens, rates starting at $5,000. It screams scam, and the contact? Victoria Langford, HOA Queen Bee from the upscale Brookhaven Ridge development, backing right up to my fence. I'd met her once, all pearls and power suits, shoving community rules at me like they applied. I'd chuckled and recycled them, reminding her my land was independent. But now? This felt personal, like she'd been eyeing Grandma's spot for years, the last free parcel in a sea of manicured lawns and dues. Motives clicked. Power play, maybe. Her hubby on the town council pulling strings to expand influence, turn preservation into profit, squeezing out folks who didn't play ball. I stormed to their office, a polished little hub in the development, and barge in past the perky receptionist Ashley, demanding to see Victoria. She's in a meeting, surrounded by her cronies, all fake smiles and notepads. But I lay it out flat. "You're hawking my property like it's yours, taking cash for events I never greenlit." Victoria leans back, cool as ice. "Misunderstanding, Mr. Harper. Your grandma signed on last year, it's all above board." They slide over this agreement, and bam, forged signature jumps outdated when Grandma was in hospice, doped up on pain meds, barely lifting her head, let alone scrawling her name with that fancy loop she always did. Fury surges. This wasn't just greed. It was disrespect, trampling on a dying woman's legacy for what? A cut of venue fees funneled into their admin slush fund, probably lining pockets while claiming community good. "This is fake," I snap, tossing it back. "And you'll cancel everything. Yank my place off your site. Refund the suckers you've conned." Whispers ripple, but Victoria's eyes narrow. "That's libelous, Alex. The program's beloved, preserves our town's soul, brings tourism bucks to shops like Sharon's boutique here." Sharon nods eagerly. 60% goes to upkeep. It's win-win. Upkeep? I'd seen $0 and their glances scream shady. Victoria warns low as I leave. "Don't make waves. We've got 400 homeowners, clout with the council. Better to join the team." Threat lingers like smoke, but it fuels me. This was war on my turf, her entitlement clashing with Grandma's fierce independence, a woman who'd fought developers tooth and nail to keep her haven free. I head straight to Robert Klein, Grandma's old lawyer and buddy, spilling it all in his cozy Main Street office. He squints at the photo of the forgery. Outrageous. Margaret would have hated this, guarded her privacy like a hawk. He drafts a cease and desist, but warns, Victoria's web is tight. Hubby's counsel pull. Brother-in-law judge. This gets political, not just legal. Digging deeper, he hands me Grandma's file. Deeds, surveys, letters rejecting buyouts, even a city denial on rezoning. She saw it coming, prepped me to fight, smart lady, turning potential loss into armor. But papers alone wouldn't stop Emily's wedding barreling down. I needed something bolder, a statement. Enter Henry Brooks, Grandma's retired groundskeeper, rolling up in his rusty truck that evening as I nursed a beer on the porch. Heard the Langford witch is at it again, he grunts, settling in with stories of her HOA tyranny, fining folks into submission, adding historic sites without consent, pocketing fees for clubhouse perks while bullying dissenters. Your grandma told her to shove it once, right to her face. He chuckles, eyes twinkling. Options, cave, sue, or get creative. Make it so unappealing no bride would touch it. His mischief sparks mine, Grandma's motto. Fight fire with fireworks, be unreasonably spectacular. Weeks tick by, I go radio silent on their lawyer's bluster about binding contracts, researching Emily and Daniel instead. She's a realtor tied to Victoria's circle. He's a builder expanding the development. This wedding? A power merger? No wonder Victoria's dug in. I line up locals fed up with her reign, a lodge owner, contractors, all eager to flip the script. Then, D-Day -1, trucks rumble in at dawn, unloading 20 neon blue porta-potties across the lawn, yellow pest control signs everywhere, and a bulldozer gleaming like a threat. Renovations, I tell curious neighbors, who nod knowingly. Victoria's made enemies. Chaos erupts when her Mercedes screeches up, her tennis skirt flapping as she storms over. What the hell is this? I play innocent, clipboard in hand. Just sprucing up new drainage, pond dig, total backyard redo starting Monday. Horror dawns. But the wedding's Saturday. Oh, that unauthorized shindig? Yeah, might cramp it, but hey, my land, my rules. Emily arrives next, mascara streaking. Neighbors called. What's happening? Victoria tries smoothing. Darling, minor hiccup with Mr. Harper, but I flash the forgery. She faked my grandma's sign-off while she was dying, pocketed your $8,000 without a dime to me. Emily whirls on her, voice cracking high. You swore it was legit. Now what? 200 guests flying in? Your yard? Victoria pales, crowd swelling with texts flying, her empire cracking in real time. Mumbles of fraud, forgery echoing as board members slink away, phones out snapping pics. High noon hits with Daniel showing, shell-shocked. I pull him aside. Hey, my beef's with Victoria. Not you two. Try Willowbrook Lodge. They've got a slot. Discount even. 'Cause they hate her guts too. He shakes my hand, stunned. Classy move. As Emily sobs and demands refunds, the spectacle peaks public shaming at its finest, her threats boomeranging. Fallout? Swift social media explodes with porta-potty memes, other owners spill on pressures, board ousts Victoria on leave, probes her admin fund. $50,000 vanished into dinners and Renos. She gets probation for fraud, fines, hubby distances fast to save his seat. Program dissolves, refunds flow, my land's independence sealed. Henry grins from the sidelines, thumbs up, Grandma's spirit wins. But here's the twist that still nags me. Was I too harsh, turning a wedding into collateral, or just dishing deserved karma? Public justice feels sweet, yet communities need balance. Overreach breeds backlash, sure, but maybe forgiveness could have bridged divides sooner. What do you think? Ever dealt with HOA hell or property grabs? Drop a comment. Right or wrong, share your take. Hit like if you've got a revenge tale. Subscribe for more real-life twists. Thanks for listening. Life's too short for uninvited guests.